What up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, Dustin's Fish Tanks, bringing it to you on a Thursday. Haven't worked all week, don't plan on it. Almost got snookered into working today, dodged it. Having a good time chilling off. So I want to show you what's going on. Hope everybody's having a good holiday season and getting some time off work, getting to chill with their family and their tanks. So here's what's up. I'm giving my 220 some love here. I'm doing it slow though, going really slow. I want to show you what's going on, then I want to talk about the Eheim, then I want to talk about a little trend I've noticed in two of my tanks. So coming at you from a couple different angles here. One, I like what's going on here. I'm excited about the crenum. I'm excited about just this part of the tank here. I am going very slowly and it's working out. I'm making a plan as I go, you know, not trying to just kind of rush, because if you rush something it's gonna suck. So take your time. It's funny, I get emails from people now just going through a few of them. I've got more to go. People talking about making plans and they're like way far out. It's good. It's good to hear people thinking. Anyway, I'm doing some rescaping. I'm taking out the black a little further. Those rocks don't need to be there. They were just in the mix. And this bulldozing has been a real pain. I have been using, this is a good tip for you all, I have been using this part of a flue ball because it's got this fine grade in here so you can get rid of some of these bigger rocks. That was pretty helpful down in here. My boy Brian taught me that trick. It's a good trick. So that way you can leave some of the finer sand and get rid of some of the bigger stuff. I've got a big contrast there I'm really not too pumped about. The problem is when you mix substrates, you tend to just, they all mix back together. So it's going to be a futile effort, but I do want to get it kind of top notch. I'm also going to be filling it in, which is kind of what you got to do. But the plants are coming up a little bit. The crenum is definitely growing. This one's kind of straightened out. It was kind of all straggly. That fell over, whatever. I'm in the middle of bulldozing. I'm just kind of explaining what's happening here. The Java fern's tied there. I'm going to keep an eye on how long it takes for it to really get secured to that, because people have been asking me that, and I'm not sure. But if it's tied, you're straight. So you can see some of the clay. I really dirted the heck out of this. It's just kind of sitting there. I don't have a very thick layer of dirt on this. I've been kind of been getting a taste of my own medicine by screwing this tank up. Fortunately, I got a big old fat Eheim sitting right there that's been helping me out. But I definitely did not plan enough in the beginning with this. It's a 220. I don't think I have quite enough gravel, and I really don't like the substrate all that much. It's all right, but I could do something different with that that light brown speckled. So, hey Maya, what's up, girl? So Maya's having fun. But so yeah, I'm bulldozing. I'm going slow. Still thinking about driftwood. I do have some sick pieces of driftwood coming in. Not sure if I'm even going to use them, but that's what I'm doing. So I've been digging this all up, and you can see it goes down. Well, there was a bunch of dirt kind of in between the dirt and the gravel there, and it went all over the tank. So I'm fortunate to have this Eheim here, and I want to do just a quick talk about kind of some of the initial things that I've seen with this. Eheim said, you know, try out our filters again. We're going to send you a good one. They recommended this one, so I told them I got an FX5. So I'm just going to talk about it just a little bit. Start with the positives here. I really like the pump start and the ease of getting into it. I like these clips. Better than the like 8 or whatever tie downs are on the FX5. How many are on the FX5? I don't even know. However many are on there, I couldn't see what was there. But I like this like setup, clipping these. I think that's pretty convenient. I think these are beefier than the Eheim that I had that broke. So I really like this construction here. I think it's pretty solid. I think it kind of wastes space here a little bit. But anyway, the positives. Love the pump start. Pump start was really clutch. What else? Pump start. The filter media baskets on an Eheim are pretty tight. Obviously it's running, so I can't show them to you, but they're pretty large. They're almost 4 times as big as this. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they're almost, you know, 4 of those sitting around. That's actually pretty close. Yeah, I'll say that, sure. Just, you know, give you a little scale there. But and there's 1, 2, I think 3 of them in there, and then there's another layer on top. It's pretty easy to put together. There's a lot of pieces. You had to. It doesn't come with its own media, which I didn't like. I thought they should have included it. I think the flue ball does, but I'm not sure on that, so I will double check. But again, just, you know, quick review. Oh, I think it's got wheels on it, like, which is pretty pamper. I don't know. It was easy to move. I think it like tilts and you can go. So that was kind of tight. And then what else here? Oh, the temperature. Yeah, you gotta dig seeing the temperature of your tank. Just like plow right there. So definitely cool. Very easy to use. I actually had to pull out the instructions. The instructions, moving to the negative, were in a bunch of different languages and weren't very easy to navigate. They could have done some colored pictures or what have you to make it a little simpler. I know some of the flue balls do come with a video or DVD. That would have been cool. I would have used it. I figured it out. still a lot of parts, and that's part of my critique is the like putting these together. They could have just put these all as one. I would have liked a little extender there. Maybe I could probably still put one on there. Just putting all these chunks together, they could have made them one piece possibly. I don't believe it has as good a flow as the flue ball. I'm sure you guys are gonna go nuts with that one. I don't think it does. I haven't done any sort of comparison, but just from an eyeball, I don't know. Maybe it does, but I'm having trouble thinking that it does. Another beef I have is I really have never liked the Eheim tubing. I think it's a little too stiff, just a little bit. I don't know. I think the flue ball flexible ones are just a little easier to work with. And there's just a lot of parts, like putting this together and then putting it down in there. It's just a lot. I don't know. Maybe I was just being lazy, but overall, like once that initial stuff's done, I don't think maintaining it'll be pretty bad. And I haven't done much maintenance on it, or I don't plan on doing much maintenance on it because I do big water changes. So I don't know. A quick shout out to Eheim. I think the product is pretty solid. They definitely stepped up and sent me a badass filter, so I'm real pumped with that. I'm not ready to say it's better bang for the buck than Eheim. I think it's actually, or excuse me, I'm not ready to like make a comparison between the flue ball and the Eheim, but it's definitely a solid filter, so I will give them that. Oh, as I'm doing something over here, I'm draining tanks. I wanted to show this. Naturally, it's going to be all loud. I wanted to show this real quick. If you get to shut up, which is also key, by the way, is having your plugs up here so you have a drip loop. But I want to show this. You know, put ludwigia in here. Should not have done it. Regretting doing it. Whatever. It's still okay. It'll be all right. I just, can't sell it for a while. I got to get it beefed up. Got some onion plants that aren't on the site yet, but they're about to be, and I'll tell you a little bit of a secret about aquatic jungles here in just a second. But the difference is this. This tank hasn't been set up a while. These plants aren't surviving as well, but the ferns are doing just fine. Loving that. Those are actually Wendeloff is up on the site now, and so is regular Java fern and trident. The jungle valve took a little bit of a beating, but that's because I didn't do water changes, so you got to do the water changes. But what I'm saying is this. This tank is newly set up. This one has been set up for a while now, and you'll recall I was cooking plants in this tank, and I'm no longer cooking plants as bad. Like the stargrass has come back, and the Anubias never had a problem. The sword back there is coming along. This sword back here, it's always been kind of crunk, but the rotella does fine. And this ludwigia, I believe it's ludwigia cuba, is coming on. It's a beautiful thing. You know how I love ludwigia. So that's what I'm doing, folks. Wanted to show you even the little bit of baby tears, which may or may not be going in 220, hint hint. And I gotta tell you, from now until the end of the year, free shipping on aquatic jungles. Over 49 bucks, $49.95, free shipping. So that's what I'm doing. I'm blowing it out. In the end of 2011 for y'all, having a lot of fun. This 220 has been like revitalizing to me. Like it's just like like working on a big tank. It's just been awesome. So thanks for all your comments, support, and rock on.